What is up, Midway Mayhem fans? This is Dan and we are here at the Animal Kingdom. We're going to go inside and see what's new with Avatar and Rivers of Light, even though Rivers of Light isn't going to be doing anything and we'll have Jungle Book, but we're still going to see what's going on, so let's go. More stuff is up on the cranes, just like our last visit. They're putting a lot of stuff up on the mountains right now. Probably a lot of theming, foliage, and the whatnot. But we're going to get a much closer view in just a second. Alright, so here's our first look at the floating mountains, and check out all the foliage right there. We know we've been covering it in the past couple updates, but right now it looks more full and complete than I've ever seen it. It also does appear to be a little bit darker, almost like they've been adding some paint to it. To the side over here we have more of the scaffolding that's up right now, and a couple of those floating mountains right there. Still getting some work. Some of you have asked, how are they going to make them float? Well, that's a good question, and that's where Walt Disney Imagineering comes in, because as of right now, they don't look like they're floating. But I'm sure by the end of the project, they're going to look absolutely fantastic. Again, I don't think it's the lighting, but more foliage just everywhere on this now. And the paint itself looks a little bit darker. It looks more like dirt, instead of kind of that plaster look like what you see over here. Again, a lot of coloring, things like that going on. Coming along on these mountains though. Just around the corner though, I'm going to walk and show you that. We have the other one right there, which has been the towering one. From day one, this one has been always taller. And it looks like we have some crew members up at the very top, finishing up some of the work. And I would say the scaffolding is probably not going to be too much longer up in the air. Maybe a couple more months, month or two I'd say, but they are adding some fine details to it. And it's really looking awesome. We'll walk around, see if we can get one more view of Avatar. No, your eyes are not deceiving you. This pathway is a lot deeper into it now. This is where we used to go to see Avatar and to get our second location, but that work wall has been pushed way back. And the reason why, we'll show you in just a second. Alright, so this is the work wall that has now replaced the other one. We do have some of the flying creatures, just like what we saw on the other work wall, and they've transferred over here, but as we see, fly high above Pandora. And then we have the bioluminescence right here where it's advertising. You're going to be able to walk through. In fact, see how there's lights right at their feet. And that's been the big kind of story, is that as you're going to be walking through the area, they're going to have some fantastic LED technology. They'll actually light up as you touch different things around the area. Again, more of those floating mountains right here, Pandora, where the mountains float. And then we have the Alpha Centauri Expeditions, which is kind of a nice tie-in to some other Disney stuff. If you know what I'm talking about, please comment in the video. But kind of a nice little nod right there. Thank you, Disney, for that. And then again, more Pandora Bioluminescent World. So boat ride right there, coming at you. But again, this is the new work wall, and it looks really nice. And a look from the other side now of the floating mountains. Again, this side has a lot more of these scaffolding up, as this side has been kind of the one that's been behind the entire project. Not behind in a bad way, just other stuff got done first. But again, more of the foliage going around all over. In fact, we have a guy right there. And just to the side of that, we have more of those floating mountain structures right there. So we're going to get a better zoomed in look at one of those right there. But that's going to do it for Avatar. Let's walk around, see if we can notice any other progress with other projects here. And this would be the reason why those work walls have been pushed back. Tiffins, which is a new restaurant, is going to be opening very soon here at the park. And all the work walls are down right now, so we can get a much better view. In fact, one thing I wanted to show off, they have the menus out here right now, so we can actually see what they have available. Pork chops, black-eyed pea fritters, I mean literally There's all sorts of different things. We have chicken, pork chops, everything you can imagine. Prices are a little bit high, but I would say it's not a bad selection of things here. So again, Tiffins is going to be open very soon. In fact, it's going to be open Friday from what we were told. So these doors are going to be open. And then we have over here the Nomad Lounge, which is going to be a bar separate from Tiffins. And that is first come, first serve. As far as Tiffins though, it is reservations, but they are going to have walk-ups available. So if you are interested in trying out a new dining location, come out and try Tiffins, opening up this Friday. It's all in the fine details. Check out some of the woodwork here. Again, tree with giraffes. We have birds, tigers, and then over here off to the side, check this out. Tire tracks from vehicles and animals that go around. But they really did go into attention to detail here. Even the elephants up to the very top and all the way around. Really kind of neat to see though. Quick peek inside, since the glare is not too bad. That is the reception area when you first walk in. Again, when it does officially open, we're gonna have a full video coming soon. Nomad Lounge, where you can grab a couple drinks, beers from the well, all that sort of jazz. You will find me here when this place opens, I promise. Here at the Tree of Life Garden, we are hoping that it would be open, and I hate to say it, it is not. We still have it closed. However, we have had some cast previews of the park being open at night. So we know that this actually has been open, and the Tree of Life has actually been lit up, which we are going to have some photos coming very soon. So make sure to check our Facebook page. But again, as of right now, Tree of Life Garden closed. Discovery Island Trail also closed right now. We still have the work walls up because that heads around the Tree of Life. So until that opens, we're probably going to have these work walls still in place. Not a whole lot of progress going on over here for the Discovery Island Trail, as we see some caution tape still up and markers still all over the place. But I would expect it to get done pretty soon. I mean, come on, they're gonna have to if they're gonna be opening up this whole area at night. So I'd expect some changes coming very soon. Our closest view of the shoreline and the new work that's going on. Again, pretty quiet, but Tree of Life, man, does that thing look absolutely amazing at night. The photos that we've seen, they don't do it any justice. I mean, literally, this thing lights up like a candle, and I can't wait for it to actually officially be open on Memorial Day weekend. We'll have an update from that, guys. We're gonna have the night safaris, Everest at night, everything is at night, and we will have that again. But from over here, nothing else has changed. So let's move on to Rivers of Light / Jungle Book. You know, I'm getting pretty tired of every time that I come here, nothing's really changed. I mean, literally, there's nothing out on the water whatsoever, except, what is this? What is this? Alright, so big changes out on the water is we have a whole bunch of these floats right here. In fact, they look like they're ones from previous Fantasmic shows. I mean, I don't think they are, but those are some big barges. We'll walk around and get some better views, of course. See? Look what I was talking about. Look how many barges there are. They're everywhere. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them just from right here. But this is going to be for Jungle Book. So in the meantime, while we are waiting for Rivers of Light to come about and find their fixes, what they need to do, Jungle Book is going to be the temporary takeover, I guess you can say. But we've got a better look at some of those barges. Some of the detail work right there. Then we have pillars. We do have some Imagineers and show tech guys off to the side right now in the stands, kind of just overseeing everything. But it looks like we're doing some test rehearsals to get it ready for this coming weekend. probably one of our closest views of the entire stage and set design area. As we see, there's a guy right there putting some finishing touches on that stage work, but we're gonna have performers all over the place probably, and then the floats out in the middle, just doing their thing, checking for everything. Looks nice. And then we do have a show guy right here on this small little boat coming down. From across the pond, another view of the stage sets right here out on the water. I gotta say this though, despite them looking nice, they do look really out of place for the entire area. When you're prepping everything to be for one show, and then you just so happen to switch it up last second to another show, things are gonna look a little bit off. But I'm sure they're gonna work on it to make it look better. But again, Jungle Book, coming soon. Again, theming is in full swing. Even when there's a little bit of downtime between shows, they do have some of the paper lights right here that have gone up. They look really nice though. And then over here, on one of the larger towers, again, more theming and decorations to make it not look like a light post. Add this to the list of more weird things that Disney does. Well, the work walls are back up over here by Rivers of Light, or at least the stage show. Finding Nemo is just down that way, but for some reason, they have work walls up. We used to be able to access Dinosaur this way, but we're gonna have to walk around and go through there now. Dinosaur. Well, if you plan on riding Dinosaur, you're gonna need to do it soon because the ride is gonna be closing on July 25th and being closed all the way through September 29th. So if you want to get your rides on it, do it now. Alright, so this is our final view of the Rivers of Light area / Jungle Book. And this is the backside of all the floats. So again, this is going to be the worst looking side, but there they are in all of its glory, just waiting for performances. So shouldn't be too much longer. Again, this weekend they are going to have some stuff going on with the nighttime elements here at Animal Kingdom. And we're going to be here for it. Let's move on to Flame Tree Barbecue, as they have something going on there as well. Again, Flame Tree, now that we're over here, has a little bit of scaffolding on it. I think they're just doing some maintenance / repair work to the outside of the building. However, that pavilion that we showed in our last update is right over here. And from quick glance, we can see they've actually painted it. But let's get a much better look a little closer. Nothing else structurally has been added to it. Again, just paint. But it does blend into the area just a little bit better. I would expect some sort of cover going on very soon. But again, another pavilion here at Flame Tree Barbecue, just about complete. And our best look at all of that steelwork for the pavilion, again, looks really, really nice. It's going to open up a lot of seating for Flame Tree, but that's going to do it, at least over here. Well guys, that is going to do it for another Disney's Animal Kingdom construction update. As we saw, Avatar has a bunch of foliage still going on the floating mountains, and they look really, really awesome. Rivers of Light does not have a whole bunch that's been done to it. However, we did see all of those barges and floats are starting to make their way over for the Jungle Book area, and I can't wait for that show. It's going to be great. In fact, we're going to have some other really exciting stuff coming from here as they are about to do their nighttime spectacular stuff. We're going to have updates from that and updates from around the world, guys. So if you like what we do, follow us on Instagram, our Facebook, our Twitter, and our YouTube page at Midway Mayhem, and I will see you out on the Midway.